Hi, friends. Today I'm going to read you the book Learning to Ski with Mr. Magee. This book is written by Chris Van Dusen. He lives in Maine, which is one of my favorite states in the United States to visit. And we love a lot of his books in our house. So today I'm going to read Learning to Ski with Mr. Magee. Do you think this book is going to have a lot of rhymes? Let's see if I can not get tongue-tied doing all the rhyming. Okay, ready? One winter morning at 6:53, Mr. Magee and his little dog Dee woke to fresh snow and a beautiful sky and decided it's time to give skiing a try. Have any of you ever gone skiing? It's one of our favorite things to do in our house as a family is go skiing. But we don't bring our dog Ollie. Before we drive all the way up to Mount Snow, follow me, Dee. I know right where to go. Across from the house and just up the way is a great little hill with a view of the bay. We'll practice up there till we learn how to ski, and then we'll head for the mountain, said Mr. Magee. I knew you could fill in the rhyme. A few minutes later, they came to a spot where nothing could get in their way, Magee thought. So he put on his skis, Dee hopped in the pack, and with poles in his hands and his dog on his back, he inched to the edge very slowly until his skis teeter-tottered, then started downhill. Not far down the hillside from Mr. Magee and just out of sight there happened to be a curious moose. He was out on a search for the succulent sticks of the great northern birch. Then he spotted a tree, the biggest he'd seen, on the opposite side of a gaping ravine. You ever seen a moose? I've never seen a moose. What do you think this moose is going to do? Oh, the moose turned around and what did he see? Mr. Magee and his little dog Dee. The moose was so shocked he stood frozen in fear. But Mr. Magee hadn't learned how to steer, and he knew very soon they were going to collide. So he called to the moose, "Would you please step aside?" I think the moose speaks English. But the moose didn't move. So Magee yelled, "Duck!" And that was the moment they ran out of luck. Because while they were sliding right under the moose, the tips of the skis snagged the log of a spruce. Oh no, this is a predicament. What do you think's going to happen? Hmm, Mr. Magee's sliding right under that moose. I almost skipped a page. In a flash and a flip, they flew over the log, tossing poor Mr. Magee and his dog head over heels straight into the gap. Look at his face. Ah! When the ends of the skis came down with a slap. So there they were stranded, Magee and his pup, across the ravine 100 feet up. They hung there, suspended, not making a sound. When the moose came back, he looked all around. He didn't see Dee or Magee. But what's this? A bridge to the birch above the abyss. That was a hard one. A lot of big words to read sideways. I'm going to try that looking at it. The moose. He didn't see Dee or Magee. But what's this? A bridge to the birch above the abyss. Is this really a bridge? No. It's Dee and it's Mr. Magee and his pup Dee hanging upside down with their skis. But over here is that birch tree that moose really wanted to get to. The moose took a step. He was steady and slow, but his weight caused the skis to sag and to bow. And when he looked down, his heart skipped a beat, for Mr. Magee was right under his feet. say it again. I did not. They popped in the air with a zip and a zing, and up like a rocket shot Dee and Magee, landing feet first just as safe as can be. Well, that was exciting, said Mr. Magee, but I'm not really sure we learned how to ski. I think that I might need a lesson or two. I think that perhaps it's the best thing to do. And when we get home, he said with a smile, we will let someone else use the skis for a while. Wait a second. Who do they let use the skis? The snowman. The end.